to help. I have this big bow. Because good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome to our marathon vlog. Oh my gosh, truthfully, I think this is like maybe the first or second dedicated marathon running video that I've done in my whole entire training block. And we're in our final week. Today is Wednesday, and our marathon, Marine Corps marathon, the first marathon I will ever run, is on Sunday. I did vlog my whole day yesterday, which was technically the beginning of my last week of training. I ran 3 miles yesterday, so check out that video if you guys haven't seen it yet. It's the one right before this one. Hopefully, if you guys are not new subscribers, then you know that I've been marathon training for the last 18 weeks, and I've been doing it all alongside all of the normal person things, working my 9-to-5 full-time job. I'm also newly engaged, having social plans with friends and family, and I've also been taking Korean language courses this year. So for me, running is just one of the many hobbies that I have. I don't know if I would say it's like my #1 hobby, also making YouTube videos twice a week, but running is just something that I have grown to love so much. And over the last year and a half, I've been on like this whole running journey in my adult life, and I've run 4 half marathons. This Sunday will be my first marathon, and I just can't believe the week is finally here. But all that to say, I look kind of disgusting. I just finished my 2-mile run. This is the last week of training, and I'm supposed to run it 3 miles, 2 miles, a shakeout 2-mile run, and then the marathon on Sunday. So I just finished my 2-mile run. It was so nice out. I live in Arlington, Virginia, and this morning it was like a perfect crisp 50 degrees that felt a little bit colder. So I just had a really nice morning run. I am still working this week, so I will talk to you guys about like my running and my training, and I'll kind of put bits and pieces of it for the rest of the work week, and then Saturday and Sunday will be like marathon weekend. But I will start off by saying I got a pair of race day shoes. This was an impulsive decision. I was at Run Club on Monday, and I was in the walk group, and I had a couple of people that were testing out and breaking in their new race day shoes, and I was like, oh, isn't it like too late to get race day shoes because it's like the week of the marathon? But my friend who's a run coach, his name is grwm, he was like, no, it's not too late. And then I kind of was convinced to get carbon / this is actually nylon plated shoes, but I feel like people just know of like carbon plated speed shoes. These are the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s. Aren't they so pretty? I think they're so gorgeous. And they're nylon plated, which are supposed to help with speed. So I'm not doing the marathon for like a certain speed or a certain time. Like literally my only goal is to just not hit the wall, like make sure I'm fueled up and I'm ready nutrition wise, and just to cross the finish line. That's like literally my only goal. But I think if everything were to go perfectly, I'm just gonna manifest a sub-4 marathon. If it doesn't happen, I'm still leaving that in, just because I think it's like important to show that in your first marathon, sometimes you do kind of want a fast time, and you just want to know that all of your training went to something, not just crossing the finish line, but really like how much can I really challenge myself. So even if I don't beat 4 hours, I'm still gonna keep that in there. But regardless, welcome back to the vlog. It's like 7:45. I need to shower and get ready for my work day. I do work from home full time, so today I'm actually working my first half of my workday at a coffee shop because my dog is getting groomed. So I'm gonna shower, get my dog all situated, and then we're gonna head over to a coffee shop. But during this video too, I will talk to you guys about like my whole entire training plan. I'll show you guys and link for you guys like my actual training plan that I ended up doing. And I'll kind of walk through things that I've learned along the way, how training really went. And then we'll do all of our like carb loading together. My cousin's gonna be here because we're actually running the marathon together, and we'll go through marathon day. I hope you guys are excited, because I've intentionally not been making like dedicated running content because running like is not my entire life. It's just one of the hobbies that I have. But I'm really excited to have this marathon week vlog because I just really want to look back on these memories and document that this is the first year in my life that I ran a freaking full marathon. This is Beast's haircut. You want to show us? Beast is eating, but he had a really nice haircut. I did get some things at the Korean grocery store, only because I was already there, and these are all just like quick things. I just stocked up on some like noodles and noodle soups because I am carb loading starting from Friday. So I just wanted to get some stuff, you know? And a lot of the stuff from the Asian grocery store, you can like kind of keep in your fridge for a week or so, or, you know, maybe over 2 weeks. So these are the things that I just couldn't resist to get. We got some more freezer food. These are hot dogs. These are so good because they have like potato and mozzarella. So these are just like a really good snack. Thomas, my fiance, really loves these. And then I also got these kimchi buns. This looks so good. I've actually never had this before, like this exact one, but buns, like stuffed buns, are just really good. Got this so that we can make bibimbap. This is just a bunch of like side dishes that you usually put with bibimbap. I was gonna get some bulgogi too as just like meat, but... And then I got a couple of like noodle packets. There's so many if you go to the Asian grocery store. So these are just the ones that I chose this time. Kimchi hot pot udon. This looks really good. And then I got a jjajangmyeon. Yum. And then lastly, I got jjolmyeon, which is like really chewy Korean spicy noodles, but they're like sweet spicy. So I've never had this brand before and I'm excited to try it. Lots of noodles for the carb load. And then for my own lunch today, I treated myself to some kimbap. I just can't not get it. This place is so good. If you guys are in the Northern Virginia area, in Annandale, there's a Kmart right next to the Tous Les Jours. And this kimbap, like just look at it. It is massive. Like this is genuinely an entire meal. It's so freaking good. And I got the Spam one. If you guys have never had this before, you have to try it. Kimbap is like a traditional Korean meal slash snack. It's so good. Let's try it together. And it comes with some spicy mayo. Oh my God. Let's just take a moment. Looks good. Okay, for dinner tonight, we're having vegetable and butcher. This is something that me and Thomas get twice a week, and it's local to the DC / Virginia / Maryland area. For anyone that is local, it's a really great meal delivery service. Everything is delivered so fresh, and it's actually cooked every single week, and you can totally tell it like genuinely feels like someone made it. This one is the Chipotle pumpkin chili with ground turkey, and I know it says that it's 460 calories, but it's just not true. We always like to add on stuff too to our vegetable and butcher just to like make it more fun. So I'm adding some shredded cabbage for some crunchies, and then I'm also toasting a piece of sourdough. Oh my God, it's like not hitting me that the marathon is so close. Like it's in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's in 4 days. I can't process it. Hi. We're also watching the next episode of Love is Blind right now, and we're watching the wedding episode. So we're gonna eat this, watch TV, and I'm probably gonna edit tonight, and that's basically gonna be it.
Is your dad coming, Ash? Yeah.
Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. We are officially 3 days away from the marathon. Oh, I'm starting to feel crazy. If anybody has trained for a marathon before, then you know that there's this thing called like taper crazies. I just found out about it because I was looking it up, like why do I feel insane? There's just multiple things that go into taper crazies, and like I feel like I'm more hungry. I feel like I am like not getting enough sleep, but I'm like anxious to get enough sleep, so I'm not sleeping as well. Just feeling insane. Like I know that I'm supposed to freshen my legs by not running as much. Like I'm really only running like 3, 2, and 2, like what is that, 7 miles before the marathon, and I just feel like, why am I like running so little? It's just all really insane. So I've been having the taper crazies like all week, but apparently that's normal. I'm gonna have a bagel this morning just because I think this is a good way to get some carbs in, and they say that starting from 3 days out. Also, I wanna say like all of the recommendations and stuff that I've gotten and what I'm doing to actually prepare for marathon day, I think it'll vary by person. I'm not saying like what I'm doing is universal. I'm just trying to do my best to prepare my body. So I don't really know like how much is right. I'm not a dietitian or anything. I'm gonna spread out my carb load over the next 3 days, and I'm gonna start with having bagels or something like a little bit carb heavy in the morning because I don't usually do that. And then my friend who's a run coach, he actually texted me to start doing an increase in hydration today too, 3 days out. So I would say realistically drink around like 2 of these a day, and each of these is 40 ounces, so like around 80. And he says you should try to aim for 1 gallon on Friday, 1 gallon on Saturday, and then just some sort of increase on Thursday. So I'm gonna try to drink like 2.5 of these so that I'm getting to 100 ounces, and then Friday and Saturday I'm gonna try to have like over 3 of these because that will be a gallon. I'm also not running today because I already did my 2 runs during the work week yesterday and the day before. And so I'm just doing a shakeout run on Saturday, but I am gonna do an intentional like mobility or yoga or stretch or something today as like preparing my body a little bit more. Have my work day. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna have probably taco salad again for lunch today because it's just really, really good, and I have all the ingredients for that. And then yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm eating and stuff later on too. But good morning, let's have a good day. Also, my dad, who watches my vlogs, saw that I didn't have any cream cheese or butter, so he literally gave me cream cheese and butter. Thanks, Dad. actually dog sitting my sister's dog. This is Cashew. We're watching him for a couple of weeks. Say hello to the vlog, Cashew. And then that's Mr. Beast. Anyways, I had a pretty good day. Tomorrow's Friday, which means it's almost the weekend, which also means it's almost marathon day. It's like literally all I can think about. You know what I really want? I want all the things that like I can't have. Like I really want like a glass of wine or like a good beer, but I'm trying not to drink before the marathon just so that like I'm in like prime health and nutrition and everything. But I will say on the day of the marathon, I will be getting beer like literally as soon as it's done. And maybe I'll get more than one. I think now's a good time to tell you guys about like my overall training plan and kind of what I did. So I talked about this, and sorry, I'm gonna be throwing this as I do this. So I've been using the higdon marathon plan novice 2 version, and I've basically followed it exactly to a T, except for the week where I had to do a 20-mile run, which was supposed to be my peak week. And then the plan calls for a 3-week taper. So that 20-mile week is supposed to be 3 weeks out from the marathon. But since that's the week that I actually got sick, I ended up doing that the next week. So I did a 2-week taper, and I'll actually link below, and it's probably been playing as I speak, what my entire actual training plan ended up looking like, just because I feel like it's a good resource for anybody that might be training for their first marathon, or if you're just nosy and you want to know like how my runs were. What I did was I made a Google Calendar for my training plan so that I could track where I ran, how many miles I ran, what the mileage increase was for that week compared to the prior week, and then also what my paces were. Just because I did not, I'll say right here that I didn't train for this race like with a goal of anything. We'll see what happens on Sunday, but I have kept in mind that if I were to run a sub 4-hour marathon, then that would be at an overall average of 9 minutes and 9 seconds for like every single mile altogether. But I did want to take into account hills and elevation and all of that stuff, because for the Marine Corps marathon, there is actually a giant hill in the beginning and then a hill at the end. So I was like, if I did do this, I'm going to try to do all of my runs that were not my long run at a 9-minute pace or faster, just to see how they do. And then I'll run all of my long runs 90 seconds slower, because that's supposed to be really good for your heart rate, to maintain a good base, really improve your endurance by running slow for your long runs. So that is what I ended up doing. That was my training. And I actually think overall, reflecting on it, I stayed really true to plan overall. I think I did the best that I could. I was really diligent. There was literally never a run that I missed. I always either moved my miles around and made sure that like the weekly mileage was what it was supposed to be, or I just did the run on actually the day that I wanted to. I will also say that I tried my best to incorporate strength and cross training during my marathon training plan, but you'll see in the calendar that I didn't cross train every single week. I would say I tried my best to cross train at least every week or every other week. And then I think the last 3 weeks I haven't been doing much cross training, but that's just because I was tapering. So that's kind of how I approached cross training. That wasn't, I think, ideal, but it's just honestly the best I could do with everything. And I overall feel really proud of myself for how hard I trained. I think I really tried my best to prioritize time on feet, the miles I was doing, but also like kind of being mindful about my speed and stuff. Again, like my only goal for the marathon is to just cross the finish line at all. Make sure I'm actually carb loading and electrolyte fueling leading up to the marathon so that I don't hit mile 20 and I'm like totally depleted of my energy. For speed and time, like that's really just a toss up of how I actually feel on race day. I'll just try my best, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm not gonna put any expectation on it just because this is like the first marathon I'm ever gonna run, and it might be my last. So I just wanna enjoy it for what it is and take it all in and hopefully accomplish the race. And that's my marathon training plan. Let me know if you guys have any questions about how I trained for the marathon. In my last Q&A that I did, I'll link it below. There's timestamps too, so you don't have to like waste too much time. I did say what all of my favorite running routes are for Arlington, Virginia, Northern Virginia in general, and DC specifically. So that's what I did. I'm hungry. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. We are less than 48 hours from the marathon. I'm unwell. Well, first off, do you guys like my outfit? This isn't a run outfit, but this is my first time wearing it. I actually got it as a gift from one of my friends, Simon's. So look at this. It's like a cute little aloe yoga outfit. These leggings are also really, really nice. If you guys are interested, they feel amazing. Okay, it is like 12:30 p.m. if I'm honest, but I had my breakfast a little bit late and we're starting the carb load, you guys. I was looking at it this morning and last night and talking to my friend about it, and I really do need to have at least like minimum 300 grams of carbs, at least 48 hours out from the marathons. I'm trying to space out the carbs, and I had a huge acai bowl this morning from South Block. I didn't vlog it, but that's just because I forgot. And so now I'm gonna have a snack, and then I'm gonna have a lunch a little bit later, but I gotta get the carbs in, and apparently snacks really help with that. I'm going to have another piece of toast later as like a second snack, but for now, this will just be my first. I'm just gonna do peanut butter and jelly because that's like my favorite way to eat toast. In a perfect world, I would measure this, but I'm just too lazy for that. So I'm just gonna do what I feel like is around a serving. And then strawberry jam. I'm like almost done with this jam. I think this is, I barely have any left, but I have enough for one slice. Yum! And then for lunch, I'm gonna have pumpkin pancakes. I got this from Whole Foods. It's the spiced pumpkin pancake and waffle mix, and one serving of that is 32 grams of carbs. And I have my Stanleys. I'm supposed to have at least 3 of these today. And then also an Element packet. I'm gonna have that today too. I know this sounds like a lot, but 26 miles is just a lot. So that's kind of how I reason with it. Other than that, it's also Friday, the end of the work week. Let's have a good day and start our weekend strong. Okay, I'm having a really busy Friday, so pancakes will be tomorrow, but this will be now. 68 grams of carbs. One thing about me, I love candy. And lucky for me, candy has a lot of carbs. If you guys are not new to my channel, then you know that I'm obsessed with Swedish candy, as like a lot of people are right now, but it is just so freaking good. And Bon Bon just entered TikTok shop. So I got the famous Swedish candy store mix, and I thought we would open it together. Ooh, it came with an extra lollipop. This is my candy jar also. It's like basically empty, but this is actually a gift from a friend. This is the TikTok mix. I think it's 1 pound too. So should we see what's inside? Okay. Wow, this is a lot. So Bon Bon is like a famous Swedish candy store, and Bibs is the like official, I think, brand of Swedish candy that kind of like went viral, but Bon Bon just sells overall Swedish candy. I don't think there's actually any Bibs in here, but I mean, these are all still famous. So should we try this? Oh. I like that. Okay, now for a sour one. Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's really hard. Oh, it's really sour. It's too hard, I'm sorry. Okay, what about one that looks a little bit softer? Oh, these, I've had this before. This is like the Swedish sour watermelon. Okay, last one on a marshmallow.
Hi, doggy.
I'm trying on my race day outfit because my shirt finally came in. They say don't do anything new for like your marathon day, but this is literally just an Amazon workout top. I've gotten it before and it's a really good, like, reliable brand, and I just wanted this color. So I'm wearing a short sleeve CRZ Yoga workout top, and then I have bandit shorts. I forget what these are called, but I will link them. They're just like honestly really, really good compression shorts, and I really wanted shorts that were like spandex, not like the flowy shorts. And then I am gonna wear my vest. I was going back and forth a lot on whether or not I should wear my vest, but I figured if I'm allowed to, because it's what I trained with and everything. And then I'm gonna wear my hair up, but I'm gonna slick it back, and then I'm gonna have this pink bow. That's my outfit. I think it's cute. I feel like some people think that the vest is either really cute or really not. I don't really care. Oh, and I'll have like a water flask here, my phone, my gels, everything in the vest and in my pockets. And yeah. Okay, just wanted to make sure that this all looked good. Oh, and then I got these for race day too. I forget if I showed you, but these came in the mail. These are glitter freckles, so I'm gonna wear those as like glitter on my face, and I think it'll be really cute. This is dinner tonight. It's jjajangmyeon with ground turkey in it. And then I'm on my 3rd Stanley of the day. I need to have like technically 3.2 or something to make it a gallon, but I'm just happy because this is like part 1 of our pasta nights. Oh, it is spicy.
달려가죠 뒷밤 위로 while we love it 내 길을 찾고 있어 I'll just take your time 기다려줘 날 can you trust me what about it Cause I promise you you're always on my mind Have you seen that
Okay guys, we're going to the National Convention Center. We're at National Harbor. I have Blake and Sen with me and we're gonna go pick up our bib.
Can lock it in, just want your original.
Thank you so much.
You're mine. Can I be your only one? 'Cause I'll never let go.
One day before the Marine Corps Marathon. It is actually like 12, oh my god, it's almost 1 p.m. This morning, as you guys saw, we went on the Lululemon shakeout run. It was so much fun, and it was actually the perfect time because we ended up getting to the expo to pick up our bibs at like 10:40, I think is when we arrived. And thank goodness we got there early. It opened at 10 because by the time we left, it was so crowded. There was like lines like past the building to just get in. So I'm really glad that we got there early. And I got recovery shoes and a t-shirt, and now we're done moving for the day too. I did 3-mile shakeout run, or it's like 2.7, and I actually like have 10,000 steps, which is crazy. So we're done moving today. We're just gonna keep eating, resting, and then we're gonna sleep early for the marathon. We also have pancakes. Sen's here. Yeah.
Yes, let's eat this.
Okay guys, here's our final dinner. We have Rachel and Jaren visiting us. Well, coming over for dinner. And then Sen, of course. But here's our final dinner. It's pasta, of course.
Pasta night.
Carb loading for spectating.
My cousin's already asleep, and I have my retainer in. But no matter what happens tomorrow, I'm just so proud of myself because I did a full training block. I trained so hard. I was so dedicated, and no matter what happens tomorrow, I'm just glad that it happened at all. So I want to bring myself the good energy, go to sleep, and I think everything should be okay. I have no idea how it's going to go tomorrow, but all I know is that I'm going to give it my best, and crossing the finish line at all is going to be like mission accomplished to me. So yeah, okay. See you tomorrow morning. It's race day. It's 4:30.
You're gonna be on the left-hand side. Let's go! I love you.
Hi guys, it is nighttime now. On marathon day, I got lunch with my family, and then I've just been sitting on this couch literally like I have not moved all day. I actually just got up to put my camera up, and now we're talking. So hello. Thomas is getting food right now. We just ordered some Thai. I was going back and forth between Cheesecake Factory and Thai. I was like, what can I really eat a lot of? Because they say, you know, which is true, on marathon day, it's like a free-for-all. You can eat literally whatever you want. And I know that any day I can eat whatever I want, but it's like, you know, on marathon day, you just want something that like you want to fully indulge in. So I'm gonna eat an entire pad Thai meal. So I just want to reflect really quickly while I'm alone about the marathon. I got a couple of clips in the beginning, but then I honestly just turned off the camera. I like kind of depended on whoever saw me for friends to get some clips of me, and I'll figure something out with like content with that. I just kind of wanted to take in the second half of the marathon for myself, but also because it was like actually getting hard starting from, I think I kept a good push pace overall. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm like everywhere. I'm like really discombobulated honestly from marathon day, my strategy overall was to just maintain a solid push pace and watch both my pace and my heart rate, because I wanted to finish, but like it would just suck if I said I wanted to do it in 4 hours and then I didn't, because it is my first marathon and I think my only goal should really be to just finish, which I knew I would. So it was more so like, how much of like the challenge can I really give myself in a way? And that was 4 hours, which is really hard. It's an overall average pace of 9 minutes and 9 seconds. I just think that's like really freaking hard to do. So I tried my best to keep a 9-minute pace or faster, because I knew that I could feel like kind of comfortable with 9 minutes being my push pace. And this is not to compare with you if you are a runner too. I think everyone's pace is totally just dependent on your own personal metrics, I guess. I've been running for around a year and a half pretty consistently, so I kind of knew like where my paces were. And for me, 9 minutes was around a solid push pace if I wanted to maintain that for longer than like 5 miles per se. My half marathon PR time is 1:51, which I think is around like maybe 8:20 of a pace. And for the full marathon, like that doesn't really, you can't really say that would be similar, because I think a half marathon is, yes, half of a full marathon, but having done a full marathon now, I genuinely believe that the effort is like 4 times, maybe even 5 times the amount of a half marathon, because you can't go really all out for that long or else you're gonna hit the wall. And if you don't fuel properly, then like you will pass out. And I was like, okay, I did the best that I could. I'll do this marathon and my goal will just be to finish. But if I were to really like kind of take it seriously, and if I feel good, then I'll try to do it in 4 hours or below. And I told myself that I would just assess how I felt halfway through, and if I could maintain, my push pace, that's really good, and then I would just keep it up. But if I felt like I was already hurting by the half marathon time, then I was gonna just not. Yeah, that was how I kind of went into it. Even though I never did a long run at my marathon pace, I think I just knew that I was focusing half of my training or over half my training on speed and pushes, and then the other half on like my overall heart health, so that the endurance could strengthen over time, so that hopefully I could like put them together on marathon day and have like really good base but also like good speed. So overall, I would say, like, I don't want to give you guys an entire like mile by mile play by play, because that would take way too long, but I think up until mile like 19 I was really proud of myself for like feeling pretty good. I was always watching my heart rate, and I never really wanted it to spike over like 165 probably. And so if I saw that it was above that, I would try to slow down a little bit. But when I did slow down, I was still maintaining like a 9-minute or like 8:50 pace. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like keep going by how I feel. But then mile 20 started, and that's like at that point for me, that was my longest run. So I knew that anything after mile 20 on marathon day would just be like a wild card. Like I didn't know what to expect. I had no expectations, and it was pretty brutal. Like I really understand what people say when they say that like the race really starts after mile 20. I just think that's totally true, because most people usually keep their longest run to 20 miles. I'm already talking for way too long, but the first 20 miles I felt good, and then the last 10K, they usually say like 10 miles, 10K. I was like, I just have to push. Like this is for me like where the mental strength really comes in, and I was also physically in a lot of pain by mile 20. So trying to maintain my push pace felt so much harder, but because I kind of went through the whole first 20 miles a little bit faster than I wanted to, it kind of evened out. That when I got to mile 26 and I only had like 0.2 left, I think at 3:57 or something, or 3:56, and I was like, oh my god, I actually can do this in under 4 hours. So I just really pushed, and there's like a giant hill at the end of the marathon, but I was able to still push it because that was a hill that I was actually used to, and I was used to doing double that distance because the hill was like halfway. Yeah, that's how the marathon went. I'm really proud of myself, and I just like want to affirm my hard work, because I don't think I do that enough. And I stayed so dedicated to my training throughout all of the other goals that I have, all the other responsibilities, all of the work. And there's definitely times where I had to sacrifice like my friends or even my relationship and all of these other things for marathon training, because in the end, marathon training was really for me. If you guys are subscribers on my YouTube channel, then you know I documented it throughout my daily vlogs, but I never really made like a running series. Part of myself like kind of regretted that as I was training, but then I just kind of realized I'm really just training for me, and like this is the one thing that I kind of have just to myself until I choose to share it. So I took you guys along my weeks when I was training, but as someone that makes content pretty consistently, like I didn't optimize, my opportunity to have brands notice me and stuff. But I think that's like what most people are, we're just running for fun. We're not running for clout or free things or sponsors or something, but we're just running because it's a hobby. And I really wanted to like stay grounded with that when I decided to not make running content. So I'm gonna end this vlog here because this is really long and I don't even know how long this vlog is, But I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me the last couple of days up until marathon day, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this marathon clips. I know that not all of them were in horizontal, but I just like wanted to take anything that I could get. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this running journey with me. I'm gonna take a break from running, as you guys probably could expect. I'm really excited to just incorporate like a normal workout routine into my life and focus more on Korean in 2025. And I'll still be running, but I think I'm not gonna run a marathon for a long time, and I'm really proud of myself and for accomplishing the big 26.2, because it really is like so challenging. And I'm just really proud of my body also for doing something really hard. Like I really pushed, like I'm so incredibly sore and I can't move. I will stop rambling because it's been way too long. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Let me know how you guys liked seeing my running journey this year, this summer specifically, because that's when my marathon training started. I would really love to know like if you guys liked seeing it or like if you couldn't relate to it. But regardless, this was just a huge part of my life and my year that I wanted to share with you. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, at least nonetheless. I already ranted way too much on Instagram, but I'm just really grateful for all of my friends and family, especially my friends that, you know, like made signs for me or took the metro for me or just went out of their way to see me for even a split second. I really want to recognize like how much effort that takes, and I just feel really loved. So I'm really thankful for my friends, because I didn't think that I would care so much about having them there, but they really did. All of my friends really pushed me through it. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos twice a week in 2024. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already.